Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. Instant classics in the making. That's all we do over here. First time to the channel, guys. Like, subscribe, notify, do all the things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about yours truly should be listed in the links in the description area below. I had a chance to catch a video lately. It was Andy Omar's video on Pinoy baiting. And I thought it was pretty funny. You know, this is the first time it happened to me. You come across that shit a lot. And I thought it was pretty fucking funny. All right, but if there's one thing that he mentioned in that video, which inspired this video, was, you know, one of the main things that surprised me whenever I went to the Philippines, and it kind of just inspired me to go ahead and run this video real quick. One of the main things that really stuck out the most to me in the Philippines that I think all foreigners really need to prepare themselves for is the drastic difference in the portion size of food that they serve us foreigners in the Philippines. The drastic portion sizes of food that they serve at McDonald's and your Jollibees and places like that will absolutely astound you, right? First things first, let me show you something. There's this place here in my state called Which Wich. I don't know if you guys got Which Wich in your place. It's a sandwich shop. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a Subway, but it's pretty dope. That's what we got here in our state, right? And now look at the size of this right here. Okay, this is about the size of medium, maybe something to that effect. This ain't no product placement, but imagine this is probably roughly about the size of a large in the United States of America. Okay, roughly about the size of a large. You can almost guarantee that a large size in the Philippines will roughly be about half of this, roughly about half of that. On average, when you go to your McDonald's and your Jollibees and places like that, if you order just a small size order, you're going to get an 8-ounce cup of fluid, liquid, whatever it is, whether it be an iced tea, whether it be a Coca-Cola, whatever other soft drink you use, it's going to come in an 8-ounce cup. Unless you specify medium or large, it's going to come in a standard 8-ounce cup. I mean, a portion size in the Philippines is absolutely ridiculous. It's almost as if you're a big guy like myself, or like anybody who really loves to eat. It's almost going to be like a slap in the face, like, where's the rest of it, you know? But you're not thinking of it like that. So what you'll do is you'll just order double orders, likely. And that's what a close friend of mine who was a Filipino who grew up in the United States, you know, he was used to getting portion sizes like this large size cup that I had here. And that was what he was used to time and time and time again. If you grow up around it, that's what you're expecting. But when you go to the Philippines, please change that expectation, ladies and gentlemen. The portion sizes in the Philippines are relatively small. A ball of rice, yay big. It's probably smaller than the size of your fist. Piece of chicken, yay big, barely. If you order like chicken and rice over at McDonald's, piece of chicken, small size, rice, fist size, and then your little 8-ounce drink. Now, like I said, my man came to the Philippines one time, my Filipino friend. He was like, yeah, where's the rest of it? And, you know, they were like, that's it, sir. So he said, oh, I'm gonna need to order 3 of these. So he ended up ordering 3 chicken and rice meals, and he had 1 large drink. All right, I think it ended up not 1 large drink. It ended up being 2 medium or 2 size large drinks in the Philippines to equivalent to 1 size large in the United States. Something to that effect, or 2 medium sizes in the Philippines is 1 large. Something to that dramatic effect. So we ended up ordering his food like that the entire time he was here. It was always double order, double order, double order, because he always knew that the food sizes and the portion sizes would not be sufficient enough for him. And if you are an eater, if you really like to get it in and you're going out to places like that and you don't have somebody cooking for you at home, of course, or if you're just going out to a restaurant, you're just trying to, you know, enjoy a good meal, just have the expectation that it's likely that the food portion sizes are probably not going to be to your particular appetite. Now, myself included, I got used to it over time. And after a while, when you go to places that offer you unlimited rice and things like that, what you'll tend to do is you'll tend to ration out your meat portions. So you'll eat half of your meat portion for one set of rice. You'll get your unleavened rice or your second set of rice, and then you'll eat the other half of your portion with that particular set of rice, and that should satisfy you. Again, am I sitting there telling you that rice is the healthiest thing on the planet to eat? No. Am I sitting there telling you that you need to go to places where they only serve unlimited rice and get unlimited rice because they're offering unlimited rice? No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that these particular restaurants offer you the opportunity to get extra rice should you need to. And in places like Mang Inasal, big love to everybody who knows about Mang Inasal, who loves Mang Inasal, and who will ride or die for Mang Inasal, because they got one of the best barbecue pecho chickens I've ever had in my life. It's a big piece of chicken. You can use the unlimited rice there accordingly, because, you know, they'll give you a little bit of rice to start, and then literally you're going to need more rice with the amount of meat that's served on your PM1s. And anybody who knows, you know, the PM1s, the PM2, the size of the chicken that they offer on those particular meals, you know, normally you're going to get an extra set of rice, but in your restaurants like McDonald's and places like that, you know, it's not normal that they just give you extra rice, but you'll definitely have to just order it on the side. So as a foreigner traveling to the Philippines, I don't know how many videos of people have talked about this. I may have mentioned this one time back in 2017, maybe 2018. So I'm bringing it back one more again. Portion sizes, ladies and gentlemen, are things you're going to have to pay attention to. Your portion sizes are not the same. Portion sizes will throw you off if you are not prepared for it. You're going to look at this and probably have the expectation as, how in the world is this supposed to satisfy me for a significant period of time? How is this supposed to get me through the day? But what you fail to realize is culturally, you guys will pick this up if you don't know already, but culturally, Filipinos eat 5 to 6 times a day. Breakfast, merienda, lunch, merienda, dinner, probably a snack after dinner. So they eat roughly about 6 times a day, maybe 5 to 6 times a day. Merienda being like a light snack. It could be anything under the sun. Some what do you call it? Some chippies. Y'all know how chippies rock, man. Them shits hit the spot. Salt and vinegar joints, the old fashioned salt and vinegar joints. You name it. It could be bread and some pancetta, some shit. It doesn't matter. But there's likely 3 solid meals and then 2 meriendas at the very least that you're going to have in the Philippines. And if you live amongst Filipinos and you live with a Filipino family, like when I used to spend time with my young lady and, you know, her family up north, that's how they used to eat. I'm like, damn. Literally, breakfast would be done probably about an hour or two later, because I used to wake up late. An hour or two later, roughly just before lunchtime, or about 10 or 11 or something. I'm just getting up to eat. And they're already, you know, at their merienda, you know, whether it be just like some spread or some bread or something like that, you know, they're already, you know, having their merienda. And I just only picked up on this relatively late, you know, how it really did transpire, and what I think the Philippine culture and why their portion sizes are the way that they are, because they already know that they're likely going to have a merienda or a snack or something to cover them for the rest of the evening, you know, or something to get them through the rest of the day, in reference to satisfying the appetite. So just a quick FYI from the Good Doc, man. I think that you guys will be able to pick up what I'm putting down. Anybody who's been to the Philippines, if you know, then you know. Portion sizes ain't nothing to mess with. They're kind of sad for the most part. I think your rice meals might be a little bit more sufficient than you going there and trying to get a burger and a fry and some stuff like that, because you'll be like, the small don't quite equate to what you're used to in the United States or probably in your own home country. All right, just a quick FYI for the Good Doc. Hope you guys found some interest in this video. Hope you guys like, hope you guys subscribe, notify. This has been my time. So with that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least nako, paalam, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.